Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Hi fam, you're welcome to yet another amazing episode of the Ladies Talk Show, where us ladies have a good time talking about any and everything. And you know what I always say, if you're a man, this is not the time for you to tune up, because you know how men always say, oh, it's so difficult to understand women, they are so complicated creatures. Well, this is the show where you actually get to understand how we think, how we reason, and how we feel. I will definitely enlighten you on that. And you could always watch past episodes of our shows on YouTube. Western Spring Television is the handle. My name is Chika Siobo, and I am not a one-woman show. I am not going to be the only one during the show, because I've always got in the studio with me my beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, sensational ladies. How are you guys doing?
Oh man, oh man, wow. How
are you guys? And first of all, I should say happy new month to you guys. It's the first day of December.
Man, it's
in like 24 days time.
Christmas is coming.
How you go use that?
There is your boyfriend.
That one is for Valentine now.
Okay, sorry.
She don't want before. You give Christmas is coming
because we don't have a ring.
Now wow. Now wow.
What did you have to say? Okay, I'm thinking about the ring. What's that heavy rock I'm seeing on your finger?
Rock.
Wait,
Solid rock of
like you went on leave and you came back.
No, I've
like
actually
you went
been doing
shopping for
this.
extra rock.
No. I've been trying. I've been doing this before.
Actually,
yeah, before I went to the mountain. Please, I didn't go on leave.
It is blinding.
I went to the mountain.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
It's looking glorious. Is it heavy on the hand?
No, it's not. It's not.
Wow.
And then you go everything.
Wow. Mr. Ademola did a good job with that one.
Yeah,
that's so good money.
He wanted it to be bold. So that
there'll be no confusion.
Do you understand?
You
no confusion. You are seeing
it. How are you doing, Nenji? How have you been?
I am fine. Happy New Month. Dear ladies, I have missed you guys.
I missed you.
I have missed the show. You know, I brought blessings from the mountain. You know, I went to the mountain. I went to, the year is running to an end.
But
we're already in December.
Most of us don't really want to receive that kind of blessing.
Wait, now I went to the mountain, to pray and fast, and to crown it all. I broke the fast with fruits, cucumber to be precise. Big cucumber, like almost healthy, big looking ones. When you wash it, it just it was glorious. God gave me so many words. So many. Thank you.
You see how it's just the married women that are understanding what she's talking about here.
We don't.
And we single ladies are confused.
We don't do cucumber. We don't
cucumber until there's a ring on the finger.
The mountain?
It was fine. You know how mountains.
How was the climbing process for you?
The climbing process, it's been a while I did fasting and prayer. So when you keep that kind of a long break, sometimes it can be difficult climbing.
But you climbed finally.
I climbed.
And you landed well.
2 weeks on the mountain.
Is it enough?
Was it a marathon? The fast.
Oh, definitely, because there's no work to hinder her anymore. So
but there was
all
work
through.
on the other gender.
Don't leave me.
Because is this too married women? I just say, me, I'm like, oh my God. Where are we? Me and Cassie.
Nice to have you back on the show, Nenji. Nice to have you back. We definitely missed you and your, drama and all of that. Now let's move on to the Apricot Princess.
Yes, that's me.
Judy to Hannah.
The one and only.
The one and only. The
How
one
you doing?
And what is so exciting is that we are here for Apricot today. No, see, we're practical. See, if we are not this lady's talk, you understand? We are just here to come and talk to Apricot. If we don't do Apricot, who will?
I love what you're wearing. I don't think I've seen you in this before. It's really nice.
It's coming on the glory.
But it's really, really nice.
It's a Friday. Why not come native? Normally in this country we have native wear, traditional attires on Friday, and I'm like, okay, let me come. I used to come English.
I'm sorry, Cassie. Sorry to cut you. You don't talk about my own, please. Start from
No,
me.
I know. I already complimented you even before we came on air. Come on, I told you I love
That one
this
is
combo.
before we came on air.
Okay,
Now we are on air.
Nengi, Enes Ademola.
Yes,
I love this outfit. You're rocking it well.
You know, it's a Friday, and I decided to be, you know, crazy. I'm a people thing. You don't understand.
I love it. I love it.
Today is going to be a sweater.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
But it's so great to be here. And it's December. Like, seriously, I can remember when we started in January, and now this is December, and we're all here together.
Who else is perceiving the dry breeze? You know, that
It comes in the morning,
It comes in the morning.
and then by afternoon the sun is out.
I can't really wait for it to come so well, so I can start washing anytime. You know,
and it's just dry fast.
just dry.
to be honest.
That's the best part about Ramadan season. And it's so great to be here. It's great to be here. Beautiful ladies, see classy looking, gorgeous as the
As
always. You know, I can never catch Cassie on Friday, even if she's coming on.
Never to be caught on
No,
Friday.
It's in my DNA.
Even the unfresh is fresh.
Yes.
And TikTok with Mrs. Talk, I don't know how you do it. You're a mother of one and you're still looking sis. This good. Please, you give us the secret to this one.
Like how did you snatch back?
Me behind. You know.
I'm just also noticing you. It's like you guys are competing for which one is bigger, the rock.
Yeah,
Like you need to show them. Let the audience see. Like what is going on?
This is quite heavy, a bit heavy.
It ought to be. Because that one right there, it's even blinding my
Mine
eyes.
is not too heavy, at least.
And the mountain has even lightened the weight.
Let's leave
stop
the
it.
Sophie, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm going to go, you know, aside from this clowns here. Well,
Confluence of clowns.
it's been a great November. And this December, I'm hoping that it's going to be really, really beautiful, and we're going to leave all the hardship behind. And it's going to be a December to remember.
But what do you guys have planned for December, though? What's going to be happening? You know,
Well,
it's Christmas very soon. What's the plan? Are you guys flying out? Are you going for like family vacay with your husband? Are you going with your booju baby? Like what's the plan? Give us the tea. Let's start from Mrs. Nengi. What's the plan for this December?
return to the mountain.
I'm trying to see, trying to check. I might want to return to the mountain in a different country.
Oh, geez.
You understand the vacation part plus the you
Makes
understand.
sense.
But let's see how it's. Let's see how it
We
goes.
definitely be watching. How about you, Judith? What's the plan for December?
December is gonna be great. Don't worry, you guys will see the bomb. It's gonna be great. December.
Okay, suspense.
Thank you.
Okay.
Suspense.
What about you, Tope? What's
Well,
the plan?
like I said, we're hoping that this is going to be a December to remember for good, not for the hardship, because we're still in Nigeria.
Definitely.
Let's not, you know, move away from reality. The reality is that things are really great.
And we have our families. We have everyone.
Yes.
That's
we're
the
hoping
last.
that it will be soft, you know, this December.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Because if you're using
Mrs.
cucumber
Tope,
in the same sentence, you don't want it to be soft.
Cucumber, yes. I'm hoping it will be soft.
Cucumber being soft is not a good thing, is it?
No. I said I'm hoping it would not be cucumber.
Okay.
It would be soft.
Oh.
She wants the soft landing.
That's
Do you understand?
exactly.
Did you hear that?
This is December.
All these married ladies in this house. No.
Preach. Oh, no. Okay, so we go on this quick break, and then when we come back, we discuss what's trended. This is still the Ladies Talk Show. Yeah, welcome back to the Ladies Talk Show, and after going to the studio with me, the amazing ladies Nenges Ademola, Judith Ahana, and Simi Tokwe, the mother of my beautiful baby girl Ara. Now we are going to be discussing Sheila versus Israel, or Israel versus Sheila. Now Israel is, you know, Davido's age, Davido's PA, the one that is always hailing him, saying my Oga, Moga, this one, you know. Whenever you see, that does not have, when it comes to praising your Oga, he doesn't have pride. Like he's always very humble, very laid back, always just, you know, exactly. And we all see how he's always, you know, hailing his boss, and his boss is always very generous to him. Buys him the latest cars, iPhone, diamond, all of that is always done for him. Now, Israel has always been like this. And we all know, we're all aware. Any girl that is even coming to his life knows very well that this is who Israel is. He got married to Sheila. It was a wonderful wedding. It was, you know,
it was big.
And highly sponsored by that same Oga.
Exactly, because even when he introduced Sheila to Davido, he gave her 500K for airtime. They've not even done Will You Marry Me yet. Just, oh, you want to marry this man because you are not even proposed to. And she said, yes, I think I want to marry him. And he said, this is 500K for your airtime. So, you know, it has been smooth and all of that. Now, a blog carried the news one time that there might be trouble in paradise. And Israel was like, no, don't believe all these useless blogs. My marriage is okay, everything is fine. Until he posted that on his IG story. And then she responded by saying, in your effing dreams. So that was when we knew that there was something very, very wrong. You know, he came out and was explaining that, oh, he married her a virgin, but she's useless, she's loose, she goes around prostituting herself, she's a fornicator, that even her mom got married twice before her mom had this final husband, and they're like that, and that her mom is a witch, and they extorted him, and he just said different things that she's not grateful. Now, the main bone of contention for him is the fact that she knew how he was making his living before they got married. Now, she has come into his life now, and she's saying to him, I want you to have something for yourself. I want you to have your own legacy for our kids that are coming into the family. I don't want you to have to be hailing your Oga for every penny you want, every single time. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm just saying all the money he's giving you, start up a business of your own. Do something for yourself. So why he's hailing, because tomorrow now he can decide, I don't want to employ you. So what do? You find another boss to be hailing Malga all through, or be kissing the ass. Like, she doesn't want that. And he said, you met me like this. This is who I am. This is who I want to be for the rest of my life. If you're not happy with it, then we can't stay together. And he said, oh, he has never hit her in his life, but she has come out to say that he has hit her and is a very controlling person and a narcissist. It's so crazy. They've been literally disgracing themselves online. Because even to this very moment, he's still posting her and insulting her and her family. And it's just like, what on earth is going on? How do we even rectify this? Would we say she's wrong for trying to tell him to find something doing aside being, you know, his Oga's boss and begging for this and that? Or should we say, since she knew that this is who he was before they got married, she should have just been ready to accept and swallow whatever it is she gets in the marriage? What would you say, Nengi?
You know, at this point in time, I think I would even like to start on this note. Now, I do not know who brought the idea of, you know, there is this habit, I'm going to call it a habit, the habit of taking to social media to post everything whenever there is a slight tension between you and your partner, whenever there is a slight disagreement between you and your partner, you find out that one person, you know, just take on to social media post. Most times the story the story that particular partner posts might not be really clear. It might just be a clue, just like you said in Israel's case. You know, when he posted my wife at, you know, and tagged her on Instagram, you know, that was it. And before we knew it, his wife now replied and said, in your dreams. So, you know, that has caught a whole lot of attention, even at that point. We didn't know what was going on.
Exactly.
But we're now anxious to know. You know, everybody was now trying to, you know, so I don't know who started that idea of, you know, it is compulsory for you to post when you're having maybe marital crisis.
For the online in-laws to give their 2 cents.
For the online in-laws to, you know, give their opinions, the way they feel about the whole matter. No doubt, social media is a blessing. No doubt. But then again, social media has the potential to, you know, to repair, to improve, or to mar your marriage, or to mar your relationships. So it depends on how you want to use it. So I don't know who made it compulsory. You know, I don't even know how it started at the first place for, you know, somebody, once there's tension, you just come up, you post, and you just want to be updated. Who asks you? Do you understand? So I think this social media thing, I think you should think before you post. Now, when you're getting into marriage, it is expected that you and your partner, you're mature enough. That is why you want to do life together, you know, that lifelong journey. And sometimes it is expected that even if you are not that mature, you just grow into it. Yeah. Do you understand? So in this case, what happened to visiting a marriage counselor? In this case, what happened to you and your partner simply having a conversation or communication to go and see a marital or marriage therapist? What happened? What happened to, okay, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. This is it.
And
This is
quietly.
it. Count your flaws and everything. And after finish talking, you say, okay, so this is the agreement. Let's go our separate ways.
Quiet.
Mutual agreement. So what happened? Do we need to see all of this back and forth between a husband and wife before they even eventually decide to divorce? That's one question. So what happened to all those other ways in which you can go around this whole issue whenever there's tension in your home? Nobody's saying there's any perfect marriage anywhere.
Sure.
See, we are both humans. It is difficult sometimes because this person has his own flaws. This person, we have different perspectives, and we just need to be partners at the end of the day. So it can be difficult. Sometimes I understand the fact that sometimes when problem arises, most times we forget the easy route out. We even forget resolutions. We even forget that there might be solution at the end of the day. We forget and we just burst out into anger and everything. But what I'm saying is, at this point in time, if at all they want to reconcile, trust me, it will be hard.
Very.
Because they've, literally ended
You understand? They've deliberately hurt themselves, even with statement, because we don't even know who is telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because Sheila is saying
honest,
her mom
we don't know.
got married before this husband. Her mom has just one husband. He is saying her mom has 3 husbands. Sheila is saying, oh, he used to beat me. He is saying he has never beaten a woman before.
So we don't know
it's
who's telling
different
the truth.
stories we're just hearing.
And the truth is, whenever it's this kind of case, definitely anybody or each of the partner would want to tell the story to their own advantage, to their own favor, to draw sympathy or empathy, whatever the word is. So in the case of maybe wanting to reconcile, it is going to be very difficult because they've deliberately said things that will hurt themselves. Do you understand that whenever you go on social media, you will see it, even if you delete your account, blah, blah, when you go to Instablog and start searching, you will see it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. And at this point in time, to be honest with you, Cassie and the ladies, I would not be shocked if somebody comes out to say, oh, it was all cloud chasing.
Nah, I don't.
I would never be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked. Truly speaking, because
that seems to be
the way human beings are moving these days. Somebody even faked his death for cloud. So anything can be faked for cloud.
And see us wanted to mono.
You said we never get 1 minute silence on the show. So Judith, let me ask you. So what do you think? Do you think Sheila was wrong for asking him to want to get something doing? Or do you think Israel is the one who was wrong?
She wasn't wrong, but it's something we call man of approach. Men don't like it when you want to look as if you want to rule them.
Or order them around.
So you see, there's a way of saying, okay, maybe all the money we're getting, why don't you just open something, even if it's in my name, in quotes. But then, see you now, you're begging, you're doing boy, PA for how many years? Do you get me? So men don't like it when women come so strong as if they are trying to order them around or trying to be a boss. That's why she knew this man is a permanent forever PA. No, now I'm serious.
It's tending towards
that's what gave you that lavish or flamboyant wedding you deserve. Did you see their cake? Did you see the wedding? It was filled with so many celebrities because of this person, your husband per se, is a permanent PA to a big guy. Do you understand? So this was a stand. I don't like it when ladies, or when ladies who are about to get married, this man, he has told you everything about him. Then you enter into the marriage and want to now impose your own on him instead of suggesting it to him.
But what if she was suggesting and he simply just did not want to take it?
I don't think if it was really a suggestion, it would have caused all this brouhaha.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible because some men do not want to, be told anything.
Do not question their opinions at all.
Because she said, okay, he's controlling, he's this and that. He's a narcissist. She said a lot of things about him. And I'm like saying, we've always said this on this show. If you cannot cope with this person, this was how this man was before you said yes.
They are actually saying they did not see this side of each other until they got married.
Cassie,
he said he didn't see this side of her until they got married. She's saying the same thing.
There is no how. Is it that you keep a blind eye to it? You can't be dating someone for a very long time and you won't see a trace of something. Is it that you keep a blind eye to it? See, you can't tell me if you see a man who is controlling, in 1 or 2 occasions, he would have shown you that. Then maybe he he see the way you react and he keeps that inside. But
so I said even from the wedding plans, he had already started, exhibiting that.
So why did you run?
And then she just felt, okay, maybe it's the wedding stress. That's why it's acting all of that. And started to let it
we've always
go.
said you will see something, but you decide to keep a blind eye because if you're okay, I can handle it. Then when you come into the marriage, you see that you can't handle it, and it's not an issue. That's why we always say, if you does see, I've always said it, give your do's and don'ts. If this person doesn't check your do's and don'ts, you leave. It's not a do or die thing. People will still come for you. So I feel maybe she didn't say it well to him, or maybe he didn't take it well, because Israel has always said it. He has said it from time to time.
He's loyal to his boss.
He has always said it that I am forever loyal to my boss.
Forever loyal.
He has always
and I don't even think it's going to be easy for Davido to dispute him, because there's been instances where Israel misbehaved.
Yes.
And it's actually affected Davido's reputation. But still, he's still there.
And he has always said that without my Oga, he always says that without my Oga, I'm nothing. Like, he has always said it. So you know that this man is
and a lot of people even admire the loyalty he has for Davido. In fact, some ladies have entered his DM and they are telling him that I'm ready to love you like this. If Sheila does not want, I'm still intact, I'm still a virgin, accept
crazy
me.
lady said, if you are doing PA to Davido, I'll do PA to Chioma. That one was bad. He said, if you are traveling with I'll be with Chioma doing a PA. That was the most crazy one I've ever seen. But I don't know why mostly celebrities, there was something Israel said that when she got married, she was telling him that she was not as popular as she thought she would be. Now she is popular. We all know
that is a good thing, but I don't think it's something you should rub on her face, because you're supposed to improve your partner.
Exactly.
So she said he said he was trying to do it, but he did so many things to boost her. Of course, now she's popular. So he was saying that I don't know why partners, or maybe celebrities, even PA celebrities, because now PA celebrity in B. Why? If now one laugh, me I laugh. Like PA celebrity.
Oh my God.
But even if, I don't know why they always come to social media. There was one time, I think Banky W and Adesua, somebody was trying to pin them with a bad news. And you see the way they just swept that news. Nobody, as in,
they came up as united
front.
Yeah,
see,
that's true.
Israel, I feel this is so immature when celebrities.
And the thing is, he's even like 40. Israel is way older. He's like 40 years, I think, and Sheila is just 22. So like, who should even be more mature?
So I kind of said Israel was so immature to just come out, because he was the one that started it though. I think he started it first. And
he said he did not say anything.
She started by saying in your effing joint, and then
that was
everything just cut.
That was a baby girl.
He could have ignored it.
I told men that. I used to say men that if you want to marry, if you know that you want to marry a baby girl, small baby girl, should be asked. If you like, you should be. That is the word. If you like, you blame her every day. You see a baby girl. So she will still have this trace of childish behavior inside. That's why you're the man. That's why you're the older person. But you to now come, because the way it's as if he sat down and started typing.
True. Telling us everything that he did. How he bought
typing. Buy iPhone. You become
and he upgraded the iPhone.
Upgraded your iPhone to iPhone.
And I'm like, do we even want to know?
Even that I gave you. I'm like, who? That's so immature of a man too. I don't even both men and I don't want to put it on the man, like both man and woman. If you're when you were blowing this girl in the secret, nobody knew. You not, because now you now want to break up. When you even met her, we did not know.
All the good men.
All the good men we did not know. You now reach batty, you now to give us the batty. Though I live for the bad apropos. It's not a batty, no. But you get. But I don't like it when partners do that. It's so immature of both the men and the ladies. When you have issues with your partner, you think it's social media. See, social media to live forever. And you can't take what you put on social media back. If you like, delete it. I think that's why we still see pictures of celebrities dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Digital footprint.
And they deleted it
forever.
They went to their page to delete all those other pictures. But
somebody else has already screenshot it and kept it for you.
I feel it's so immature of them to just come out and start washing your dirty linen outside to the public that don't even care to nobody. People like us,
we always give our 2 cents and move on.
Yes, we'll look at it and laugh. We'll smile. We like it. We live for it. That's why it's ladies talk.
Okay, let's move on to topic now. Some people have said it's Davido's fault. He's the one that's, over pampered him and made him feel so dependent, made Israel feel so dependent on him. So would you fault Davido in this instance? Do you think Davido should have set limits and boundaries as to what Israel now does with him, especially now that he's a married man? Or would you say Israel is 100% to be,
more,
blamed
people
for
can
it?
be funny, with the way we place and pass blames, Davido has no fault at all in all of this. You just said
He's just a
about
good boss.
40 years. That's the Israel impression.
And he's older than Davido.
Older than the Davido too. I mean, he's an elderly person. He's an adult. He knows what to do and what not to do. But that's not even where I'm going to go. Having said that, Davido is not at fault at all. But I'm a married person, and I know that there are some things that you really cannot talk about. Not because you don't want to talk about them, but because it might be just a fleeting expression somewhere. And a person might have been keeping quiet. There are always periods where we all snap. No matter how controlled you are as a person, we snap at a point. This Israel guy did not want to blow up in public. I mean, he still wanted to live the lie, even though I'm still going to fault him on that. You don't have to lie. You could go the way of Oni of Ife's wife and just come out, give everyone, because these people, you actually owe them explanation, whether you like it or not. People follow you. People look up to you. You have fans. You have to, I'm not saying you should come and tell them everything in details, but just give them the basics they want to know.
That you guys are no longer together.
We're no longer together.
Respect their privacy.
Exactly.
She
People
came and
do
told
that.
us,
And really, when your fans begin to overstep, you can put them in check. But you should give them the basic. Now, I don't think that Israel really wanted to come out and say all of this. But like Judith said, he was supposed to be a bigger person. And let it all just die down like that. Now, what's the best way to go about it? There are all of these hosts that are ready to get an interview with you. Seek an interview with these people and put your story out there, your own truth. And if the other party is not satisfied with what you said, because whether you like it or not, there will be a plus or minus somewhere. The person would also, because of the burning desire to give his or her own narrative, get an interview as well and talk about it. Nigerians are Nigerians. They will surely, read in between the lines. Thank you. They will pick out who's telling the truth or not. And if they can't, you've heard the two. You're free to pick a side and let it all go. So Nengi was right to say we really don't have to go to social media to say everything, but at least people follow you for the dailies, for your lifestyle. They want to know what's happening in your life here and there. Tell them what they need to know. And then seek an interview and put your story out there. Really, I feel pained where both of them are pained.
Definitely.
But the lady is really right. You cannot remain a PA forever.
At the end of the day,
do something good with your life. I don't want to have kids and all they will know their father to be. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a good thing. But have other things. Have investments. She said, all this money, all these favors you're getting, use it for something really better for yourself. I don't want to have children who all they know is that's the glorified.
Their peers to Davido's children. You know, it's the family.
I just feel like they probably did not understand themselves. They were never compatible from the onset.
And they still went.
You already know that you cannot stomach your husband doing this for the rest of his life. So you could have just said, either you change before I get married to you.
You might have been saying some flags, but there are some things you don't have control over until you get married to the person. It's just like myself and my husband are courting. I really don't, it's not within my powers to tell him to outrightly stop doing some things.
But you could suggest.
You could suggest.
And while you're courting, if he doesn't want to, you know already that there's nothing that's going to change in the marriage. It's as simple as that.
And if you're not comfortable with it,
then you leave. Go find the right person.
This is what is causing this issue, because she knows this guy has always told her. Like, do you understand?
It's really just, it's a tiring subject.
I'm sure she has followed him before, and she knows that this is how he is.
Everybody
knows that this is.
Everybody knows.
I feel if she has suggested, someone like me, if I'm married to someone like Israel, I will take all the money. I will open something for myself. Yes, the video that is giving us money. I will open something for my own self. If he doesn't want to open, No,
You know, and sorry, I think I would need to
I
come in
think
at
she's
this
actually
point.
dependent on him because he's supposed to open a business for her, and he has said now that he's not going to open a business for her. So right now, you know,
But that's after the whole brouhaha now.
even while they were married, he has already said he was supposed to do that, but because of what has happened, he's you're right. After
Exactly.
the brouhaha, but even at that, it's a tiring topic. It's exhausting. And honestly speaking, if we start talking about it today,
Yeah,
will not
not finish.
and we actually have to go on a
But
break.
then I think I need to put this out there now. Aside from the fact that, okay, if a man loves you, at the end of the day, we know that, you know, sex is also an end product. If a woman loves you, we know that money is also the end product. Aside from that, if you're getting into marriage, do not forget the assignment part of the marriage. You're not just going there to sit, you know, chop the money and everything. This could have even been swept under the carpet if she had the ability, the knowledge to be able to put things together in her home, to be honest. Just like Jubaby made a very major point right here. What happens if you start taking those money? Because definitely if Davido gives him money, he shares it.
You're making a solid point.
But what if he's
You're
not
making a solid
sharing?
point.
No,
but ladies, we need to go on a break, okay? We cannot finish talking about it today. It's a very deep topic, okay? So we'll go on this quick break, and then when we come back, we discuss the topic of the day. Turn it up! It's the Wild Wild West, and Western Spring Television is pulling out all the stops to make sure that you don't miss out on every of the fun and happenings around you. Yup, we've got you covered because your girl got all the juiciest tidbits and entertainment news from around the world. Cross over to the chocolatey side of entertainment. Join me, Chocolate Cassie, on Eccentric as we take you into every bit of the juiciest news, fashion, music, movie updates, and other trending conversations. Together on the show, we'll get personal with your favorite celebrities via phone call, Zoom, or even live here in the studio. Eccentric will be shown on your TV screen on Western Spring Television, channel 190, only on Star Times. Yeah, welcome back to the Ladies Talk Show. Now, we just got done with what's trending when we're discussing Israel versus Sheila. And right about now, we are going to be talking about the topic of the day. And the whole, outline of the topic is the fact that there's a babe who is saying she likes to be beaten before she gets to have sex. And she needs help. She really, really needs help. So she sent an email to Diary of a Nigerian Girl, and I'm going to be reading it out for the ladies in the studio to listen. Now she says, I like my boyfriend beating me, but he doesn't like it. It is with a heavy heart that I write to you today. Life has been good, but there's one thing that I can't figure out. Please help me. I'm 23 years old. I'm a smart kid that graduated college at 19, who got her first paying job at 20. I'm fortunate to have grown financially, and I believe I am level-headed. I can't figure out why I like to be beaten by my boyfriend. None of my friends know this about me. They think I am in a perfect relationship with a 26-year-old boyfriend. I make him hit me, and then we have sex, but he's not happy to do it. He cries all the time after he hits me, and I make him make love to me, even in tears. I have tried to see a therapist, but I end up leaving there bored. Here in the USA, my family members think I'm perfect, but when I come on our community, I feel like I can be vulnerable and tell you these things, and I will not be judged. Being beaten makes me feel like I'm not that perfect. It's like I need a reset from time to time to remove it from the pedestal that everyone has put me on. I know this is messed up, but to be honest, it doesn't affect my life negatively. I still function at top capacity. I'm more worried for my boyfriend who does not enjoy hitting me. And I'm also worried that one day he is going to leave me. He's my rock, and I don't want him to continue to hurt. Please let me know if there's anyone who is going through this and how I can stop it. Thank you.
Wahala.
Is the way she said, no, there was a particular part of that sentence. She said, with heavy heart.
Yes.
When I visually announced that
actually have different weird problems that we come across every day. And this happens to be a kink for her. You know, there's something, I think there's a word for it. It's called masochism. It's when you get pleasure or gratification from somebody hurting you when you're having sex. It's like BDSM, but the advanced version. BDSM. Because it's not like they're smacking you or they're choking you. They're beating you to a pulp for you to actually be able to get orgasm. And you know, it's there's nothing that links to it. She's not traumatized from the past. She was not raped. There was nothing. The only thing is that she's saying she feels like she lives a perfect life, and everybody has put her on that pedestal that, oh, you're perfect. So sometimes she wants to feel like, okay, I have flaws. So she wants him to beat her so she can reset her brain. It's a really weird scenario. Like it's weird. It's like your life is so perfect. You don't have problem in this life. You want to use your hand to create one.
But it's like this squad though.
So I don't even. Tope, what would you say about this whole thing?
See it.
This Judith. You know those Igbo women, those Igbo mother-in-laws that come to you. The way she
God,
really, this is really. It's not something to really laugh about. I think it's not something she can control. It's just like,
she has tried.
It's just like you being a man wanting to be a woman and all of these twisted things. There are sexual perversions out there. And there are also sexual abnormalities. It's just like a woman who doesn't really enjoy sex. It was just there. I think all of these people need help. It's just that there are things that are accepted by society,
and there are some,
that are not. Like the woman who just doesn't enjoy sex, she's not viewed as abnormal, only that she actually does need help to, you know, go in that line. I think she needs help. That's the first thing. And see, and sometimes when we encounter some problems from other countries, I really do appreciate Nigeria. I mean, in some parts, there are things that they've really been exposed to that she really may not know. Maybe she didn't experience it herself, but there are things she might have read, maybe literature or friends, just things, watching things growing up that has really, you know,
affected her psyche,
made her have a warped knowledge or idea about sex and, you know, sexuality. So really, it all just boils down to the fact that she needs help. And there, she's thinking that her boyfriend needs help. I don't think the man needs help.
Because she feels bad for him. He doesn't like to hit ladies.
Exactly.
She's forcing him to hit her. And even when they're having sex, he's crying. And she's still insisting, make love to me with the tears in your eyes.
Exactly. So really, I think the man should just get out. And he may love her. I'm not saying he should leave her. But just give her a break. Let her go find solution to herself. And if she really doesn't want to, the best thing is for them to go apart. He shouldn't change because of her, because I don't think it's going to really work for him.
Okay, so Judith, would you say what she has, it's a bad thing? Because we know that people have different kinks, different fetishes. People, sometimes they like it when, you know, you touch their armpits, you do this to them, suck their toes. Even there's BDSM, there's different flavors of sex. They have the vanilla, they have the whatever sex. For real. So, like, would you say this is wrong?
See,
or it's just that she's with the person that does not fit into that, you know, frame of mind for her? Because there are people who are women betters out there. She could actually go find a woman beater.
No, there's two different things. You know, one woman beater.
That one would be perpetual. She wants in the context of sex.
She doesn't want a woman beater or someone that is violent towards her. If someone that is violent towards her comes for her, she will sue that person. She's not looking for someone.
But she wants violence before sex.
But what if at the end of the day, the man agrees and is doing that, and one day she just wakes up, just like people are waking up today, suing someone that has assaulted them for
you understand?
In the past 10 years.
It's not as if she wants someone that is very violent. No. It's just the mentality that I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. See, I will say it. you need Jesus. So no, seriously, there is something that therapy can do, and there's something Jesus can do. No, I'm serious, because she said she has gone for therapy, and
she got bored. She had to leave.
Like, you get this. So I feel there is something external that we're not, that I can't place my hand on it, but there's something external beyond the physical that we're not seeing. No.
But Jesus can place his hands in it.
But like, there's something beyond the physical, because she has admitted that she needs help, but she is going for that help,
and it's just not working out.
It's not working out. So there's something. I mean, my sister, you need Jesus so, because I don't understand why someone would need, you know, our brain works with what we see, what we hear, and what we feel most times. And she might say, okay, they put you on the pedestal, you can bring yourself down. That's why you still need Jesus, because if you stay humble, I'm not sure you'll be having someone to beat you to stay humble. Like, do you understand? If you, okay, people are putting you on the pedestal, and you're still humble, you have this heart of being humble, you don't need someone to beat you to be humble. You choose to be humble. You tell yourself, I want to be humble. Like, I want to be I want to be humble. I don't want this thing to get into my head. You don't need someone to beat humility into you. Because he said it's anytime he does that to reset her brain, to tell her that she has flaws.
Yes.
See, there is no man. She has to tell herself that this part of her is the imperfect part of her. Because she's not perfect.
And it's like she's craving this imperfect part of her, because every other part of her life is perfect.
Looks perfect.
So she just doesn't want to be 100%.
See, she has to tell herself now that this part that she's thinking that maybe that's what she used to be imperfect, is actually the most imperfect part of her. Because, I don't get this for this lady Soko. Wait, so because I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you need someone to beat you to feel so imperfect, to feel so low. It's not a bad thing to. We always talk about women carrying themselves with confidence and with so much prestige, and it's not a bad thing to have that. It's not a bad thing that people find you a role model, say, oh wow, this person is someone I look up to. You still have to do it so that people can look up to you. But having to say you want to have something, okay, get a hobby, get a very bad hobby, be eating chalk or be doing something like get a very bad hobby, like do something that, okay, don't wear heels all the time, walk on flat. That's you being imperfect, but you still have everything. But that kind, what if this man that because see, domestic violence is not when somebody, this thing that she's doing to this guy is still domestic violence, because
it is a form of violence.
It's violence. It's emotionally
abuse
to him, because this guy loves you. You're telling him you must beat me before you make love to me, and he's even crying. On top of the cry, you don't get sympathy. Like you sit there and say, blow me on top of I see, this is demonic. I will tell you, see, my dear, if you don't know, see, listen to me and listen good. There's only one person that can save you in this life, and that is God. Find Jesus, and this thing is demonic. I know if you say I'm speaking cocoa, but I'm saying it as it is, because if you go for therapy don't help you. Who will help you? Jesus.
So, Nangi, would you really say this is demonic, or would you just say she just needs to be evaluated psychologically? She needs to maybe be admitted to go for rehab or something. Is it even really a bad situation to start with?
Yeah, even before you're asking, I already had that thought in my head, because it's not, to me, it's not demonic, because we have, how many are we in this world? We have different kind of things that some people can't even come out to talk about it. Because when they come out, yes, people will be like, you are demonic and all of that.
Possessed.
This is her being vulnerable at this point. At this point. She's not a Nigerian, is she?
She is, but she's based outside.
Outside the country. So it's I don't know. At this point, it's... Baby, please stop. Baby, please. Allow us. But baby,
she really is not wrong.
I mean, no, I'm not saying she's wrong.
Everything to the devil.
What else would you attribute? Waking up one day and carrying your gun and going on a shooting spree. What would you attribute?
It could be just...
Ladies, let me talk.
Exactly. What exactly is messing up your head?
Ladies, let me talk. This could actually be a sickness.
Yeah,
to be honest, just like Tokwe made mention of the fact that there are some people that cannot have sex without feeling pain. it's a sickness also.
Yeah.
In which, you know, they get through a doctor, therapies, and, you know, everything. But just that this is now kind of extra because she has gone to therapy sections
And she's feeling bored.
she's feeling bored at the end of the day. Probably she would need to go to a rehabilitation center at the end of the day.
Maybe
I feel like that might help. She has put it out there, and definitely people we
give her
might not even know that this particular thing might be a sickness, and there might be a specific doctor
A term
for it.
right.
Do you understand? So putting it out there is just being vulnerable, and she needs help. So I believe that she can be able to get the help that she needs.
And maybe she said,
at the end of
maybe
the day.
you understand?
No, she said this thing does not even affect other aspects of her life.
Her life. It's
It's just when it comes to sex. That is only when she's like that.
I feel
Anything to her work and every other thing, she's
I feel there is a cause. I feel there is a because I think if she
generational cause.
Well, I go the Jew baby way.
Cause I feel something gave her that thing, and she has not yet opened up herself. There's something we call.
She has not been able to identify.
There's something we call in Christendom undressing for circumcision. Like that's like a soul searching, whereby you go deep and try to say, okay, when I started having sex, what triggered?
How would she do that?
Because sometimes people go through trauma.
She has to go back to the number one day.
Sometimes people go through trauma, and
they
for
don't
some
know.
reason their brain just forgets it. And they don't even know this has happened to them.
That's why it's called undressing for circumcision. Like you're opening up old wounds that you know people. There's this part of her
Therapy
side.
is supposed to do that.
She's not seeing it, that she's not getting.
Or maybe she's not even allowing the therapy
things
to
to
work.
understand.
She's not willing. She's blocking something.
As a matter of fact, the word she used is she's not enjoying. I mean, it's
she's boring.
Yes.
She's blocking something, and a therapist can only give you what you give
Based
to them.
on what
so
you,
there's something she's blocking. There's a side of her she's blocking, and she doesn't know she's actually blocking it. This is an alpha female we're talking about.
Who has done so well for herself.
This is an alpha
Finished school at
female.
the age of 19.
See, and you saw the way she started her introduction. She was so proud of her achievement. This is an alpha female. We're talking about an alpha female. And she's feeling that since she is that alpha female, and she wants to be in a relationship, she has to come down to, and it's not so. It's a wrong misconception she has with her. That's why I say she's blocking something from being open. And if she has started therapy, but she's doing therapy because she wants to, I think because she wants to make her boyfriend happy, or
Because she's scared he's going to leave her.
she's not doing this therapy
For herself.
she has not really undressed herself to be able to say, okay, I want to find the cause. If not, therapy wouldn't be boring.
I think why she's going for therapy is
She doesn't want to lose the man.
just so she gets something to latch onto, to go tell her boyfriend that he's supposed to be in a position to beat her.
We're running out of time, ladies, so let's have our very last take. Nengi, what is the very last advice you're going to give to this lady right now?
I feel like for this particular part of her life, I feel like there might be a specific name for this. It might be a disease. It might be it might be a disorder. I think that's what the word I use. It might be a disorder, and there might be a doctor which specifically does those kind of things.
I had said there's something called masochism. Someone who
there's something called vaginismus also. I think that might be a disorder, and there might be a doctor who,
so you find out what you have for her.
Exactly. Maybe get to rehabilitation, get to find out,
baby.
From what she's supposed to
20 seconds.
See, I know you
20 seconds.
You might not know anything about, maybe you don't know about
20
Jesus.
seconds.
But there is Jesus.
Just go for Jesus. Okay, top
Go for Jesus.
10 seconds, please.
I think she really needs to be intentional about getting help. She should get help.
Okay, that's it, ladies. That is what we have for you. I hope you had a swell time. Thank you so much for being in the studio with me. I'll definitely see you next week to have a wonderful, wonderful month of December. We love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.